I have the paste, and I have 2 different plastic pastry bags. This one is 21 inches. This may be pretty large. And again, this is a paste that's going to ooze out. So I'm going to push the bottom of the bag in here so we don't have any runouts here. And I'm going to push some in here. This paste is actually even a little more loose than some of the icings that you would use. So it's a little more temperamental, but it's okay. We're just going to put a little bit in here. So I'm going to be piping some Swans. And so for this, I'm using a number 6 to 8 plain tip. I almost forgot here. We're going to push that in, otherwise we'll have it coming out of the bottom here. And this is a smaller. This is a 12-inch, so we're not going to put quite so much in here. You don't have to worry. You can let this out for a bit. You don't have to, a half hour or so. It's not going to lose any volume or anything when you bake them. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pipe some swan heads and necks, and I'm going to press and draw it up and kind of into an S shape. And stop. Again, squeeze and build. Draw it up. Again, less pressure here. Just let it fall out into an S, or an abbreviated S, I guess. Okay, I'm going to do this again. Draw it up, just so you get the beautiful, gracefulness of a swan. Whoops, we have a little breakage here, which we can, it's a little air bubble. We'll fill that in. Okay, up and around and down and curve it just a little bit. Okay, so we can continue with these. We can reload the bag if we have to. And again, it's just even pressure, and it's almost 90 degrees that you're doing this. Okay, each one has a little personality, which we like. Okay, now we want some little beaks, so we're going to go in and draw this out. You can squeeze a little bit. I got a little air pocket here. Don't squeeze too much, but we'll squeeze a little bit. And we pinch that off. There we go. We just want a little point sticking out so we have a little face. Okay, that. Again. Okay. So this has air in it, which of course is going to expand when we bake them. So we have the oven set at 425 degrees. All right, and we're going to bake these. I'm going to put them in now, and we're going to bake them for about 15 minutes, and we're going to see the color, and if the color isn't brown enough and they're not crisp enough, we'll turn the pan around like this, and we'll continue baking at 5-minute intervals until it's just the right crispiness. I'm going to put these in the oven right now. What I'm doing now is I'm going to pipe the bodies of the swans, and I'm using a large commercial rosette serrated tip. And you can choose the size that you want, but it's best to use one that's open rather than closed. Some of this serrated have that. And what I'm doing now is I'm piping an exaggerated shell, okay, into a point. So here we go again. It's a 45-degree angle, and I'm pressing, building, because I want a body, the tummy, and chest. Okay, and I'm going again. Build, build, draw out. So it depends. It depends on how large you want them, but these, of course, are going to triple in size, and so we'll let this go, and you release the pressure as you're coming up. Again, build, 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 45-degree angle, and continue releasing the pressure just before you come to the end. One more time, if I have enough here. Okay, one more time, 45, build, 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 and come out, and release pressure. These are going to be baked also at 420, just like the head and the neck, except that we're going to turn down the temperature to 375 and continue baking after 20 minutes, so we're sure to get the entire internal part baked, because we don't want it to be too eggy and raw. And then, but if all goes well, it's going to puff up 2 or 3 times the size, and it's going to be hollow in the center. And then we're going to make this into swans.